What's up, everybody? Bop, bop. Dual sports season is here. If anyone hasn't seen my last couple videos, I put away the Ducati for the season. It's sad, but it was time. Mornings here are really close to freezing, and so even if I try to get out at 9 or 10, I have no grip at all in those Rosso 4 tires. So moving on to dual sports season. So when it comes to this ES700 from Gasgas, there's not a ton of information online or on YouTube about how to do simple things. And so I'm not a mechanic, full disclosure, but I thought what I'd do today is do a quick video of what's under your seat. Where's your battery? How do you get to it? How do you hook up a lead for charging? And it's a lot simpler than it looks, because when I first pulled open that seat, I was like, oh my God, it looks like the ECU is on top of my battery. And so let's check it out and go through this step by step. So first things first, if you haven't figured this out, there's a little tab back here to release your seat. You just give it some pressure. It's not going to make a click noise or anything, and that will actually pull open the seat. And just has a hinge on the front. Just catches there. Here we go. So quick look under your seat here. It looks a little daunting. There's a lot going on above your battery, but it's very simple. One thing, if we're under here having a look, is what the hell is this? That's the dongle that I attached, if you watch my early videos on the 700, for, you can see the H on it, for Husqvarna. This will actually save your traction control and your ABS settings. It also adds a mode where I can have my ABS in front only. And then when I turn the bike on and off, my settings are saved. So that's pretty cool. So all this business, this is literally a plastic case for your ECU, and it just pops off. So these little rubber fittings, they're a little tight sometimes, so just work them out and that'll come right out of the way. So then you've got this clamp, and we just need to get this retainer off the battery to put the lead on. So if you didn't know, my son is a bicycle mechanic, and so we've got a pretty good supply of tools around. But what I always like to do, especially when I have a new bike, is see what I can do with the factory toolkit. And so those two retaining screws are T30 Torx, and we'll probably need also an 8mm just to get the battery leads off. So hopefully we can just do with that. It would be nice if there was a Torx T30 like this. These little bits that come, they go with your T-handle tool, but they don't have a T30, and so we're going to use this other one. Now this is funny, we had a debate today about who should design bikes, designers or mechanics. So these mounting screws from factory are in there pretty tight. There is enough room to get this T30 Torx wrench in there just so you can angle that out. Same on the other side. So once those are out, this is just a sliding bracket. There's a little slot here, so you just slide it forward. And it's a pretty tight fit, but it'll just come right out. From there, you can see I've already got my lead in here, but I'll just show you quickly. This is just a safety over the plus. But anyhow, what I've done here is basically just taken these two retaining screws off. 8mm, whoops, showing you the wrong side. 8mm wrench. The Torx provided in the kit are the wrong size to use this, so just use your wrench. And what I've done is put the positive and negative from my lead just on the very end of the screw, so it's the last thing in. I worked this cord down around the side of the battery, and underneath, I'm going to get tight here, underneath this bolt, so when I put that holding bracket back in, it's actually clear out of the way, so it's not getting caught. Ran it straight down the frame, and quick tip for you while you're doing that, take the rubber water casing off, that little protector off, just so it feeds down easier, and slipped it here right on the frame so it's above my exhaust, because this exhaust gets pretty hot obviously, and I still have room here to pull it out and use it whenever I like. And this little loop is actually handy. I've got it here pretty tight, just with a zap strap. This is really secure, and so it's not moving anywhere. If you really wanted to nail it down, you could do it twice, but I think this is good enough. Then from here, of course, if you were just taking the battery out, there's nothing else holding the battery. These are just your leads connected. And so you can actually just see how free moving it is. You just lift it out. For winter storage, I'll actually pull it right out and I'll just leave it charging inside. One more thing here before I put this all together. That dongle I mentioned, if you don't want that rattling around and making any noise, tuck it under here underneath that bracket. Run this cord around and that'll sit here nicely. And then put this guy back in. Seat clamps in, and we're all good. So there you go. First video I've seen on YouTube about, hey, where's that battery in the ES700? How do you get to it? How do you hook up a lead? And get ready for fall. Thanks for watching. That's that. So I know that's quick and easy, but there you go.